Yep, that's right. We moved to the Philippines. We moved in with my dad, and here's why. So, to give you some background, 4 years ago, my husband and I had decided to move our entire family from Guam to Las Vegas for better opportunities. We were able to have a lot of adventures. We gained a lot of friends, turned family, and my husband and I were even thriving in our jobs. This year, though, my dad was hospitalized twice towards the beginning of the year. And then around June, I want to say, we had a scare. We thought he would go to the hospital a third time. Thankfully, he didn't need to, but that sparked the conversation of, possibly moving here. Now, it wasn't obviously an easy decision. However, my husband and I, including the kids, we've already had a conversation for many years. And we talked about, whenever my mom or my dad needed any type of help or support, we would basically move to the Philippines. So it was already in the back of our minds that the Philippines was the next destination if we were to ever move, or if we ever had to move. And so here we are. Now, we had decided not to move until October, just to get everything settled. But around September 9th, I should say, my dad was actually taken to the hospital. He had a high fever. He was hallucinating. My mom was scared. My sister, who was on Guam, was concerned and had advised them to go over to the hospital. So they were there for a couple of days. But that was that point in time where my husband and I had the hard conversation of basically moving within a couple of days. So, thankfully, we had already prepared all of the things since we decided in June. So there wasn't a lot for us to pack or to prepare. And my husband was so kind enough to tell me that I shouldn't worry about anything else that I wouldn't want to bring or need to bring with us at this moment. And that he would take care of it once he returned. I'm so grateful that we have the money and he was approved to just come with us. So he was here for a couple of days to drop us off. And then he came back to Las Vegas to just settle the rest of the things that we needed to. So right now we're just waiting for him to take another vacation with us for a couple of weeks before he moves back to Guam. The transition here has definitely been a little challenging for all of us, of course. The kids miss their friends, they miss their lives, and a couple other things that we kind of have to get used to here. We don't have hot water. We were all living in a bigger space. I had 4 burners and then an oven. As you can see here, we are managing with just one. I know you probably saw behind me too that there was a stove and an oven, but we have to wait to kind of get that installed because currently the gas is indoors, basically in this cabinet that you see, and we have to get somebody to drill a hole on the wall here so that we can have the gas tank outside. And of course, familiarity. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. The girls had their routine in school with their friends. I did too with my work. And then being a mom over there, especially with Arlo, we really got spoiled having everything nearby, like favorite restaurants, favorite grocery stores, our favorite parks. We've now been here for 2.5 weeks, and I want to say we're getting settled a little bit better, especially in the last couple of days. The girls were supposed to start school last week, but because of the typhoons and the storm that came, the school was canceled the entire week, so they spent another week home. So this week was their first week of school. Thankfully, it's going pretty smoothly. Obviously, they were still mentioning about how much they miss their friends, which I totally understand. But otherwise, they were such troopers. The way things are here in the schools, and it's just, especially in a private school, right? So they went from public school their whole lives to a private school. Everything is so different. But yeah, thanks for listening.